Good evening, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about the AI powered customer experience transformation on the Starbucks Corporation with eight of my group members. We're going to be sharing the information on the Starbucks Corporation. So, we'll be talking about the organizational context and challenges, and Andresa will be addressing the next slide.
However, the company has some important problems. The first one is long lines and other mistakes during busy hours and can reduce the customer satisfaction. And the second, Starbucks does not fully use to custom data to create the more personalized experience. Another issue is inventory management. Some store was full or run out of a lot of products. And finally, competition is growing. The companies like McDonald's and Dunkin' and which are already use AI technology. And in conclusion, Starbucks to improve this technology to keep the market and keep the customer happy.
Okay, so here we are building on Starbucks' existing Deep Brew AI and expanding it into an unified digital operating system. The idea is to turn Deep Brew into the digital brain of the entire store operation. For example, by integrating IoT-enabled machines, Starbucks can predict equipment maintenance before issues happen. At the same time, the system can sense real-time demand and adjust food preparation and stock movement accordingly. It also enables context-aware menu boards, meaning the menu can change based on factors like weather, time, or location. And overall, the goal is to automate routine operations so that employees can focus more on customer interaction and restore the human connection. Then, to support the system, we propose a hybrid sourcing model that balances control and scalability. On the internal side, Starbucks keeps its core machine learning model in-house. These models are trained on rewards data, which is a key competitive advantage, so protecting this data and intellectual property is critical. On the external side, Starbucks partners with vendors like Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud to provide computing power, AI tools, and secure infrastructure. This approach allows Starbucks to move faster by leveraging existing technology while still maintaining long-term control over its most valuable assets. So overall, the model balances speed to market with long-term strategic value.
Now, 3-year investment roadmap. Year one is heavy investment phase. Budget is 80 million to 100 million with a capital expenditure with a key focus on AI foundation, cloud infra, POC integration. And in the year two, it's expansion phase with the 40 to 55 million operation expenditure focused on national rollout, model refinement, and licensing. In the third year, it is optimization and profit phase with a 30 to 40 million budget of operational expenses on global scale, advanced feature, return of investment, harvest.
The ROI argument is strong, considering the 5% increment of ticket size with the help of AI among 31 million reward members. Annual revenue in the US alone would be approximately 127 million, and this is greater than the amount of capital spent during the first year. It is estimated that AI optimization of inventory will contribute to saving 15 to 25 million tons of food waste, which will provide tens of millions a year. All these advantages will ensure a good ROI in 18 to 24 months and full payback in 3 years. So the stage investment is economically viable and can be endorsed by the board.
It is suggested that Starbucks provide an official request for vendor governance and SLS. Here, the proposal is based on the vendors of features of enterprise in AI or machine learning, compliance certifications, experience in retail integration, the presence of a global infrastructure, financial stability, and the quality of implementation support. Before executive this selection, a cross-functional team comprising of IT, legal, finance, and operations should do the scoring. in service level agreement to portray mission critical several service standards. Required the provisions include uptime, response, compliance, response incidents, data security, responsibility, exit rights. So here my teammate Asifuddin will explain in detail.
So moving forward, I'll be explaining about all in detail. Service level agreement ought to portray mission critical service standards. Required provisions include uptime. Customer facing AI services will be available at least 99.9% of the time, and automatic financial fines will be given when less than a threshold downtime occurs. Response time personalization APIs. This response time should be less than 200 ms. Inventory analytics less than 2 seconds. Response incidents. P1 full outage or breach incidents must be accepted by vendor within 15 minutes and proactively handled within 2 hours. P2 within an hour. Data security. Customer P2 is encrypted during the rest AES 256 and during the transit TLS 1.3. The sellers who did not want to use Starbucks information to develop models to serve other customers. Compliance. The vendor systems have to be in accordance with CGPA, GDPR EU and LGPD Brazil and annual report submitted to Starbucks. Responsibility. There shall be quarterly business level audits and vendor performance scorecards conducted contractually at the discretion of Starbucks is a third party security audit. Exit rights 30 days after termination, all data in standard format, no remaining Starbucks data in vendor after termination.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for great listening from you. So now we have international ethics. So what Starbucks operates like 80 countries, and managing the data of customers is damn difficult. So the different regions have strict laws like GDPR in Europe and also PIPL in China, which means the Starbucks cannot maintain the same data everywhere. So it needs a local system and a strong agreement to maintain with the vendors to stay compliant. And at the same time, the company also collects a lot of data through its reward program, which creates a value, but also which is risky. And yes, you know what happens if the customer feels that data is overused or it's unclear, can damage the trust system. So yeah, Starbucks should focus on keeping it so transparent and collecting the data, which is also necessary. So keep people even the control over the data. And there are a lot of issues with the AI. While it helps you personalize offers, but it also leaves too much on the past data. So this is why regular fairness checks are important. Finally, it's not every customer uses the digital tools. Starbucks must avoid creating a gap in service. Overall, a responsible AI being fair, transparent, and accountable, not just ethical, it's essential for long-term trust. Thank you so much.
The AI platform will bring transformational change to 4-dimensional in 3 to 5 years. One hyper-personalized recommendation, quick order fulfillment, and after-sales service recovery will enhance the experience and loyalty of customer. The individualization readers are constantly realizing a much higher growth in revenue than competition. Half achievement in 31 million rewards member in Giantix revenue potential. Second, AI inventory and predictive staffing will greatly improve operational efficiency by reducing wastage and labor expenses. And the gain will be more significant since model will evolve with time. Similar deployment have industry standard that estimate that AI will save more than 5 years of saving in the supply chain alone of more 300 million. Third, the innovation capacity will increase because AI maturity will provide near real-time product and demand experiment. Here are the references which we use to make this assignment, and thank you.